Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Gibran and you're watching Talks with TC, and we are back with another amazing video. So first up, I hope you guys are safe and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. That being said, let's start today's session. So it's been said and believed that we should always love what we do and do what we love. But no one ever told us that we could only fall in love with just one profession. I mean, take for our show, for instance. We've had an engineer who loves comics and wants to change the world through comic books. We've had a doctor who loves acting and the Bollywood. So it's not defined as to how many things we can fall in love with, but a successful person is one who knows how to manage their time and do everything that they love. So guys, for today's interview, we have someone who makes drones for a living and at the same time is also into super bikes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO and founder of 2019's most successful UAV startup known as Equinox Drones and a super bike enthusiast and racer, Mr. Ashish Aman. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you guys? This virtual office is becoming a culture for everyone. I hope you guys are doing in the same way. Yeah.
The honor is all ours, sir. And how's your quarantine been?
To be very frank, let's say like in terms of virtual office, we can say work has become more productive and office space is no more there. Home is the new office, and coming on to work, now people don't have to travel all along in the Bangalore traffic and come to the office. What I can say, that has I think increased, let's say, like working time of the employees. Like daily we have a Zoom call early morning, so that I used to ask, how is the productivity? Productivity has increased, or let's say like they are committing, like literally productivity time has increased and home is the new office, and that is helping us. Let's say like they don't have to go outside anywhere and they can continue their work. Let's say if they're starting, previously we were starting the office at 9:30, everyone should be in the office up to 10 o'clock, and they were moving slowly. Girls were moving up to 6:30 and boys will be up to 7:38. So this is how it was working. But now everyone is, let's say like we have a certain sort of work. Let's say like we have a very limited team, and it's not like one people has been defined one work. One people can do multiple work. Same thing coming on to virtually working on the, let's say like working from home, that is increasing productivity of them. Let's say they don't have to get out and like come go from office or like these all stuff. What?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. I think traveling part is reduced, so everybody is trying
Yes.
to put that time into work. I think that's something really
Yes.
amazing. So
Yes.
before we start, we have this custom at Talks with TC. So what we have to do is we have to do a belly laugh session. So I'm going to show you how it's done, and then I'll request you to do it. All right. You take a deep breath, hold it, and then you just laugh out as loud as you can. Okay, so
Okay.
that's how you do it. I'll ask you to do it on a count of three. You have to do it. All right, and twice.
Amazing.
You
Yeah.
have to do it twice. So
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Like that.
As yeah, as loud as you can. You have to go louder.
Oh, great,
Yeah, that's
great.
right.
How does that help me? Like I can implement also in my office.
The thing is, the idea is that it makes you feel happier. Now your made up thing, your
Ah,
made up laugh actually makes you feel happy. It makes you smile genuinely.
I can feel that energy.
Exactly, sir. So we can start with the questions whenever you're ready. Can we start?
Yes, we
All
can.
right. So the very first question that I have for you is, okay, drones and super bikes. I mean, that's a unique combination of interests. So tell us, like, how does this happen? Take us from the beginning.
So, to be very frank, when it comes to profession, let's say like when your profession becomes your hobby, definitely these all things, like when I was into racetrack and all these, that time I was flying drones, chasing cars or bikes on the racetrack. We were into that, and we found a kick. Okay, so drones can do this. Can we do something new with the drone? Let's say like playing with the images, Internet of Things, IoT, and let's say like we went through a couple of videos also, how we can make more out of video, So in real time world, we always think of solving problems from different perspective. Let's say like how industries are, what problems they are facing, and how we can solve those all real time problems from our efficiency. So I went through it. Okay. So the first project of ours was, let's say like in Pondicherry with Navale lignite mines, where they have seen us. Like I have done my studies from Chennai Satyabama University. So quite few people have seen me flying drone. That time drone was not into that picture. 2014 I'm talking about. So one professor saw, okay, this is crazy stuff, drone can do so many things. So I sat with the let's say like Department of Computer Science and Technology, Cisco lab, and we went through, okay, what else can be done through drone. Let's say like enough of chasing cars, bike on the racetrack. Now let's say like what we can do in the real time problems. So this is how things jumped from racetrack to super bikes to drones. So solving all real time. So we went through mines and we captured a lot of images, which I personally went through. Like I had a project in the last year where I had to, let's say like detect certain images and show the real time kind of real time data. When I'm talking real time data, where what is the progress of mining in particular mines. So we flew the drone in Navale lignite coal mines, and we got to know, okay, this much cut and filling is done. What is the progress of work? So then I came onto and I changed my project in last year. Totally, I changed my project. So it was totally on image processing. I suddenly jumped to UAV. Everyone was amazed, like, professor, like being into computer science, why aerospace project? Then I told, okay, let's see how it goes. Everyone buys project, go and present. So I didn't want to do that. I came up with this idea and I presented this whole scenario. Let's say what best can be done. So my professor, who was in the charge of, let's say, my project, was looking out our team. He told, why don't you write a code according to it? Let's say like if we have a certain images, if we are putting on Pix4D platform or geotag platform, how we can get more real time data out of. Then okay, video I did, analytics I found through video, what is the progress monitoring and all these in the bind. Let's do something crazy. So I took a couple of images of empty field playground in my university, and there was a little bit terrain variation onto there. So I feeded those images and one code I have written. Let's say like it was based on Python. So I feeded those images, and what I got to know, 3D model, ortho mosaic, so many things, and number of things I got through that. Then okay, let's say like this is pretty successful thing, I can implement on some other platform. Then I went through Pix4D. It was the best platform that time. So I feeded again that images and got the same data out of it, what I got through my algorithm. Then to, oh, pretty similar what I can see. I feeded the same images on the Pix4D platform, data processing platform, and the same thing I feed it on my algorithm based platform. So I was finding a, let's say like 3 to 7% of error, that's it. And in the Pix4D it was a 2 to 3% of error. So I told, okay, what we can do, Pix4D, we can feed the images, get the data out of it, and then put the algorithm. So when I tried this, my data was almost 99% accurate. So that made me to, okay, so now I can jump into real time problems. So I got selected for prime focus, let's say like prime focus technology. As I used to bunk classes, and like I was not that kid who like lecture like by sitting in the class. Every professor knows this guy is not there in class, and I was the most wanted in department. So I used to bunk the class, go fly drone, do something crazy. I was not interested in these lectures and all this. So that I can say, believe in your let's say like passion. And once you start believing in your passion, that can become your profession. Definitely, I can say that.
That is
So
amazing.
yeah, this is
So
how the journey from superbike racetrack and to drones, and that drone became my journey.
that is so amazing. I mean, your love for super bikes and your machines actually kind of fueled
Yes.
your, urge to actually do something different from whatever everything everybody was doing. That's a really, really amazing way of coming up with it. That's so nice. That gets me to the next question. That is, okay, so
Okay.
now artificial intelligence, UAVs, and drones are taking the market by a storm. I mean, it's super
Mhm.
amazing what we have been able to achieve in this sector. I mean, even there
Yes.
is like Sophia and so many other things,
Yes.
but some might say it's a bit
Yes.
scary too. I mean, it's a fact that the artificial intelligence has already developed a language of its own that humans cannot decode. I'd like to ask you your views on it. Like, what do you think? Should we be scared about it, or should we, work towards making it better in a way that we and don't end up giving them the control over us?
See, to be very frank, what I think, let's say, don't believe on the facts which are coming into news or market. You have to keep believing yourself, keep working on your things, whatever you have. Let's say, like we have two, three teams: R&D, operations, GIS team, and business team. And the fifth team will be co-founder and me. I'm working on some separate ideas which we are going to implement in coming financial year. I am very aware of this thing, what you told, and we also discussed with a couple of people in development team who are developing some kind of platform, and they're using AI. So I got to know about this, the same thing. So we don't have to bother like what is future. As I already told you, what we are currently doing, we should not stop. Let it be. It will be automated. We can't decode it. Whatever. This is the future scenario. Let's work, make something out of it, and then see like, okay, what will be the future. I know this is a very foolish, let's say, like you're not thinking about future. AI will be not decoded. These all things. So many news are there, but not only on AI. We can't rely only on AI. We can go through Python. We can go through machine learning plays a major role in image identification. So we can think in that way, like what is the truth behind this news? I will tell you. So in coming days, what is happening? So artificial intelligence and machine learning, so it has a major vast role in object detection part. So when I'm talking about object detection part, drone plays a major role. UAV industry again plays a major role. And I know if that happens, that is helpful for us also. Okay, they will be giving us any platform. Let's say like Apple has an outbound resource. You can't crack or you can't hack literally. So how amazingly they have made. The same time, they're charging for that also. High way to high, 1 lakh rupees they are charging, but still people are selling their kidney and buying it. Are you thinking this marketing strategy, how amazing this strategy they have built and how amazing product they have? So so that's it. You got an idea what I'm trying to say. That's it. You have to work hard on your things. Don't worry about like what is future, you have to work hard on your thing. You make your product, let's say, world class. How you can motivate your team, how you can come up with a new idea, how you can implement those ideas in real time, solving real time problem. So that's what I can say right now.
That's actually very true. Obviously there'll be situations where we have to be very worried about. But if we keep thinking about that, then what we'll be doing in the present? So work on what you
Yes.
have and make the product that amazing that it doesn't come up with such problems. That is a really, really superb message, sir.
Yes.
So that gets me to the
Yes.
next question. During the pandemic, everything is on the low, sir. I mean, the economy has been crashing, the governments are failing, and there's been a huge unemployment surge. How do you think the
Okay.
UAV sector, the AI sector, can help create opportunities and get us back on track?
About this question, what I can say, we are getting those vibes, what you are telling. See how AI, robotics, UAVs can change the way of working. How this pandemic has changed the way of working virtual office from home. The same way I can say how this pandemic will be changing the way of working on the field. Either, let's say, like robot come into the picture, contactless delivery from drones and all, so many things. So what we got to know about this in this pandemic, we were not trying hard. Okay, so in this 3 to 4 months period of time, we followed the same theory by Elon Musk. Let's say like do marketing when there is a no business and keep developing products. Let's say like that time is over. Let's say like in this pandemic, we were not doing any project up to 4 months. And one project we did for Karnataka Police of Commissioner, Mr. Rao, for them. We did like kind of people detecting people who are coming out of their home without mask and giving a live track feed to, let's say, Commissioner of Police Karnataka in office. So that was only one project. And what we came on to, drone is really coming into the picture in the future, what I can see now, because some see at the from the perspective of business, I can say, let's say like we are getting more leads, we are getting more requirements of drones. People are not on the field. They don't want to come out of the home because of this pandemic virus. People want contactless things, and industries want people, let's say, manpower on the field, which they don't have because poor peoples have already departed to their hometowns and they don't have resources. You see building company, mining company, they have stopped almost 50% of their operation. either if they're doing also with a limited thing. So now drone is coming into picture. Can you see here, like drone can go fly 7 kilometers, acquire the data, come automatically, it will be uploaded on the platform, and the meanwhile data processing can start and can be delivered online platform, contactless everything, and the same time it's more efficient, 10x faster, and 99% accurate.
The fact that once these drones come into the picture, there'll be the need for flyers, right? There'll be the need for
Yeah.
backing team. So that's going to create a lot of opportunities for people who are actually, sitting at home. They don't have a lot of things to do. So all these things will actually kind of boost us and increase the employment rate. So that's just really
Yeah,
amazing. And the fact,
these things will develop so many new things, let's say like back end, front end. You see, in between, when AI and ML came into the picture, these all things went away, dude. I can say, like, I was not seeing these Java developer, C++, C. This was having too much of demand in, like, it was back in 2015-14. Now it suddenly vanished from 2017. Every Java developer was crying, I'm not getting job. So now you can see again coming into the backend and front end picture, where we can make a platform where you can upload the data and automatically data will be processed and delivered. There we need backend and front end. Now again they're coming into the picture. This is how comes. You see, either it's fashion also, dude. You see, bell bottom went, narrow came. Again, bell bottom is in fashion. This is how things work. You have to keep what I told you. You have to keep working. That's it. Your time will come. It doesn't matter, dude. Time will be not same at every time. You have to work hard. That's it, and keep believing on yourself.
that's an amazing message. And that's amazing. And that is actually true. I mean, a lot of things are on their way, and all these things are actually kind of connected. And I think the future
Hmm.
looks very bright. That's amazing. That gets me to the
Yes,
last
yes.
question of the main section. So we know that you're into
Hmm.
photography and fitness as well. Now we all find
Yes.
ourselves complaining about that, we don't have enough time to do all this. But at the same time, you are running a company, you're into racing, you're into fitness and photography too. So what's your secret? How do you manage to do so many things at the same time?
I would like to say one thing. Let's say, like, how many hours do you get in a day?
24 hours,
What time you wake up?
around 7, 7:30, 8 sometimes.
Okay. Can you make it that wake up time at 6, 6:30? 1 hour to the workout. That's it. Don't give reasons. I don't have time to go to, let's say, like, if gym is also closed, put your AirPods, put your hoodie, run in the rain only, 10 kilometer, 8 to 10 kilometers. You have to think about, like, I have to do it for myself. You don't have to show, like, see, I'm not into that fitness, like, I have to build a body or something. I'm not like, you should be fit from inside, dude. You have to make yourself that fit so that you can be very stubborn, and like you should be very like stubborn, dude. If you are into some business, so many things are decision making. Like, you have to, let's say, like, some fuck up only happens on the project, let's say drone crashes and so many things. So and number of things, in that time you need to be fit mentally and like physically both. So you have to keep yourself fit. You have to understand, when you started your own company, you have to make yourself fit. Why? Because you have to make your idea successful in your startup. This is how things work. And you have to give half an hour, dude. 40 minutes, 40 minutes of treadmill running, 40 minutes of outdoor running, outdoor swimming, outdoor, let's say, like cycling, can help you, like, keep you fit for ages, let's say. So this is how things works. And coming on to the people are telling, complaining, I don't have time, I can't take out time. Let's say, like, if they were doing earlier, let's say, like, if they are going to a gym, they were going up to 7 days. At least don't go 7 days, go on alternate days. Either whenever you are getting time, half an hour, put your shoes, go and run, come back, do your things, do your meeting, do your Zoom calls, do whatever you do. And on weekend, definitely you can make time out. So right now, what is happening, why I'm getting time of these all things, what I can say right now, like, I'm into super bikes and all these. So being into this, I was not getting time on almost 15 to 17 days out of 1 month, up to January this year. When pandemic hit it, before that, I was traveling almost 15 to 17. I was out of station. So this pandemic has changed everything. Now I'm getting time, let's say, like, I'm on home, virtual meetings, saving your time of traveling again. So I'm getting time. Okay, so I'm carrying my laptop sometime also. If I'm going on some ride, some meeting comes, I can do that somewhere. So this is how things are working, dude. And it is changing. And you need to change yourself also according to this pandemic time. Because if you will not change yourself according to time, definitely time will change you one day.
Adaptivity
That,
is very important.
let's say some people is telling, I don't have time for gymming, I don't have time for outdoor activity. How come you can't take out the time in 24 hours, dude? 1 hour you want, 40 minutes you want. Put your shoes, put your pods, go and run in the rain, storm, whatever is there, go and run. This thing is doing, like, you are doing this thing for your body, not for your mom, dad, and for your employees. This thing you are doing for your own. And health is wealth, what I can say it is.
Even more, like during the pandemic, it has actually highlighted the need for being fit. And it doesn't mean you need to have like a ripped body or all the muscles. You just need to be fit enough to
No, no, no.
sustain that self.
You
Yeah.
should be.
With that, we've come to the end of our main section, but we have another small section which we like to call the rapid fire round. But this is a bit different. I mean, there's no competition here. The only thing is that you have
Okay.
to answer as quickly as possible. So I'll shoot the
Okay.
question. Whatever comes to your mind first, just say it out loud. Let's begin with the rapid fire round. The very first question I have for you in the rapid fire round is, okay, so we all have kind of broken a few laws sometimes, and
Okay.
we cherish those memories. I want to ask you, when did you did the same and how did it go? How was your first time? How was your latest time? I would like to say also.
I would like to say it was my college time, and we used to bunk from front gate of the college. So that day, attenders were like pretty active. Oh, these bobs are like with these ID card. Third year, they are bunking classes, and they were getting information from department on the gate. Huh, they are not in the class. They might be on the gate. So they got to know, and we were coming out of seniors. So some seniors are going for, let's say, prayer, and all these Muslim people, they used to go for prayer and outside the college. So they were going, we tried to jump along with them, and we got caught. So one of my friend got caught, and he has been caught, like, so on the gate. It was a kind of like, I never did, and whatever came into my mind that time I did. So aap kis year se ho? He asked them. Then I told, no need of aap kis year se ho. Bhaiya kya aapko kya chahiye? Then I, ID card kidhar? Then I literally left his hand and ran towards the medical department, like towards the medical section of this college. And literally I was going and sitting in the, let's say, like, where there is they have a hospital in the college, let's say, like, someone is not feeling well. Literally I went, and I was like, I was literally running. So I went directly, and that people inside that hospital, what happened? Then it was, I'm not feeling well, can I go in? So I literally jumped from window and went and sleep. They were searching all over the college for me, where that bob went. Literally I have to shave my hair, I have to put glasses, and I was roaming next day in the college so they don't identify, because they were about to take my ID card, and literally I threw their hand like this and ran away. So that was the epic moment, and I will never forget that. Yeah. So
I was
now, yeah. So now I tell that thing also. So a couple of conferences, entrepreneur meet happens in my college. So they invite me for these all talks. So last week it was there, and I cherish these moments to professors also, and they were laughing like, okay, we knew you will do something big, but you were mischievous. Then I told, oh, don't tell. I said, you didn't know I will do something. Okay, so these are the sweet memories, dude. What I
that
can say.
I think, और पता है, I mean, I think ये सब memories ही आगे बढ़ के वो moments बन जाते हैं when you remember those your college days. I mean, this was a very
Yeah.
very close one, I would say.
How people think, no, they will also bunk and they can do something. He also bunked, I can also bunk and do some. No, by bunking, what you're doing, after bunking the classes, are you going to party with your friends? Are you investing your time in your ideas? This is how things matter. So I was investing my time in my ideas. That's it. I was not spending time. I don't have much friends now also. Let's say, like, if I'm riding also with couple of superbike people whom I was in contact in the college, but now, like, I don't make more friends. I invest my time in my ideas, in my hobbies, and in my fitness activities. So this is how I get time.
That is really, really lovely, sir. So that gets me to the next question very quickly. That is, okay, if you were granted one wish right now, anything that you wanted, you could have it. What would it be? Except the achievement of 40-degree tail tangle that you want to achieve, that you have written in your bio. What would that other thing be?
That other thing. See, to be very frank, I will tell you, this was in my mind, and I'm always thinking about this. Making underwater drones, dude. Underwater drones. So it will be another generation. No, UAV are coming into picture. Let's say Zomato can deliver food products. What if drone can fly inside the water, dude? What do you think?
It is going to solve a
It
lot
is.
of problems. I mean,
Yes.
surveillance and, even for finding things out there, even for,
Yes.
investigation of something that's gone missing. And, I think one of the
Yeah.
biggest mysteries, I think a lot of mysteries are there inside the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle, and there's so many
Yes.
shipwrecks. And I really
Yeah.
hope
So
that wish is granted really soon.
I can't give you full picture of it, but I'm working on something crazy. Let's say like I've stopped right now working on it because we are on the venture capitalist part and we are funding, we are open for funding. So I'm on to these fund. Once this is over, I'm totally getting into these underwater drones. I would like to break this figure. Let's say like if hope cross fingers, if I can do it, it will be I think so great achievement for me also and for so many because so many people, so many clientele आपका ड्रोन पानी के अंदर जा सकता है then I always tell you like I believe in I believe in totally solving the real time problem. So there I can't solve their problem. To be very frank, so how I can solve their problem?
That's
Okay, let's do something. Do so. I have a couple of ideas. Let's say it's in process of 10 to 20% only happened, and I paused it. Definitely, in future you let I will let you know, guys, like how it can work. If it is successful, you definitely get to know.
sure. We hope that this wish is granted really soon and it becomes a reality. So that gets me to the last question very quickly
Yeah.
for the rapid fire also. So we all have one or more superstitions, what we believe in.
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you one thing that you do when you get on a bike or a race or enter the office, anything that you believe in, any kind of, it shouldn't be a superstition or anything, but something that you just do, something that's just your thing. So I'm saying we
Uh,
all have like superstitions, right? For example,
mhm.
if you start something new, it's something like wo dahi chini wala concept, so just start something new,
Okay.
you had to have something sweet or something. So it shouldn't be,
Uh,
I want to ask you one thing that is your thing, that you would say you do everything, before you start doing something, either it's, going to office or even getting on a bike before a race. What do you like to do? Like, is it a prayer? Is it something that you say to yourself or something like that? I've seen this in the movie Disney movie
okay.
called Cars. Okay, before every race,
Uh,
the main
uh,
Lightning McQueen used to say this to himself, that I am speed. Okay, and
speed. Yeah.
there's only one winner and rest are losers. So that is just like a,
Uh,
something that everybody does to himself. For me, it would be like, I just say a small prayer, or just say, okay, I can do this. Or, before every meeting, I say to myself, all right, this meeting is going to be the most amazing meeting that you ever did. So I do
okay.
this. So I would like to ask you what you do before anything, important, that you start something important.
I would like to start this answer like with a incident in Tata Mines. Okay, so L&T peoples had a meeting with my business team, and we have a couple of young people who are working into our team. So two people went and they presented. That guy was a very senior guy, and literally he was more than 70. So he was some chief. I don't know what was his post. Mr. Sharma is his name. My business team literally went and he literally screamed, क्या ये तुम लोग बच्चा लोग मिलके कंपनी खोल लिया है, क्या करता है ये शादी में जो ड्रोन उड़ता है वही. Then Siddharth came and told me this theory. He's telling Bob, see, this Bob is telling like this. Your co-founder is also just now passed out of college. How you guys have opened a company? How you guys can do this? Then okay, this is very pathetic. People think sari mein jo drone urta hai, that is the same drone. No way. We have to change the perspective of these Bobs. So he literally threw them out of office from L&T. So okay, so I was pretty scared. Okay, what I will do now? Okay, so usually before doing these all things, kind of like let's do it, wala kind. I used to drink Red Bull. Okay, so okay, energy should come, that confidence should come. So I was just outside his office, and literally I thought like he's into office inside, sitting into the office. Literally from back he came and what kid, what you want? Then I told, oh shit, this Bob is same guy. Nothing like just I was preparing myself to face him, dude, and suddenly from back he comes, what you will feel. Okay, so that was I was not that confident because these senior people, so they will be very khanus. So you don't know like how things work in that way. So when they will be angry, when they will be chill mood, and like you don't know. Suddenly came, then I told, hi sir, from Equinox Drones. Oh, Ashish, come. So after that, literally like, okay, all is well, all is nothing will happen. Let's get into the cabin. So I was not pretty confident of who is this. Okay, so Siddharth told about his picture, like he's like that, he's like that. Then it, क्या क्या आप लोग का उम्र होगा, कैसे आप लोग कंपनी खोल लिया, आप लोग माइंस में कैसे काम करेंगे, टफ है माइंस में, पत्थर उड़ता है, ब्लास्ट होता है. Then I made him ये वही ड्रोन है ना मेरे बेटे के शादी में उड़ रहा था उस ड्रोन से आप लोग काम करेंगे क्या? Then I told okay let's change his thinking dude. What I can do how I can change. Sir this is not the same drone and how things work. Let's say like sir एक कार होता है मारुति 800 भी और एक कार होती है BMW भी. So how things work in that way. I made him clear view how things work. वो ऐसा है क्या ये सस्ता ड्रोन होता है वो महंगा ड्रोन देन अगेन आई मेड हिम क्लियर सर कैसे आपको मारुति 800 में एयरबैग्स नहीं मिलते हैं BMW 3 सीरीज 4 सीरीज 5 सीरीज में आपको 4 एयरबैग्स इंक्लूडिंग EVs so many things sir I made him clear in that way dude are you understanding I don't have to face I was literally scared in front of him and literally I was scared like sweat was fully coming onto my face okay what next if he encounters me what I will do so that was a scary moment and I faced so I made him to understand how I understand real time problem so I made him to understand how a low end car differs from high end car and what all the things makes that car costly in that same way drones has a sensor front vision back vision and it has a thermal sensor where we can detect your mines area where the cutting filling and all these then he got to know a clear picture then he literally patted on my back and was like very good I wanted a straightforward person who can make me understand not with a brochure and visiting card he's coming to my office I am this company we are there I directly went on the practical part I made him understand then he told क्या आप POC करेंगे मेरे लिए can you do a POC proof of concept it is called in our industry where you give a proof of concept how UAV data works so we did POC and they given us the first work order of 3 years. I can relate your question to this one. So this
that's
was the thing.
basically you go in with the mentality that we are going to make this happen.
You have to be mentally prepared. How I do it? I keep myself mentally prepared. That time I was not mentally prepared. He came from back. So I made myself suddenly, I didn't plan anything. I got mentally prepared. What I think I can make him understand in that simple way. No, sir, I am this company. We are doing this. No, I made him a simple way. He started throwing stones like, कैसे ये शादी वाला ड्रोन है Then I made him कैसे sir car differ then he got a very clear picture view then I made him understand about the sensor thermal cameras lidar technology how they scan what is the depth we get then he was very clear and he told great I wanted this kind of presentation on
that is
so
right.
these government people don't want let's say less statics they don't want figures they want you to see एक कोई वीडियो चलाओ YouTube पे मैं देख लूंगा अगर मुझे समझ में आ गया तो okay I will give you work order if not then go to some other industry sorry I can't help they'll not offer you a tea even so I have faced in initial time when there was a 2-3 members in the office I was only going to fly and acquire the data so 41 degrees Celsius there was a railway track project it was 41 degrees Celsius and I was flying in 41 to 42 degrees Celsius in Agra. And that was the time of June, July. So you know how Delhi is hot at the time. So it was 500-kilometer line. Literally 45 days daily I flew up to from morning 10 to evening 3:30 and I quite 500 kilometers. So people see you're like, this Bob has this thing. This Bob is an entrepreneur. He has having. They don't see your struggle behind it, dude what I have suffered, I know how I have come up with my idea. People don't believe. I don't come from that big family also, like my dad can support financing. So I have to think in that way. How you can make it possible and you have to keep working. You don't need money, dude. You need idea. That's it. People will come up with your support. That's it. I can say.
That's a lovely message and that's really amazing. So you always keep yourself believe that okay I can achieve this. I believe in myself and that's how you go.
I can do it. How I can't like what I was doing previously. If I'm here to do this, I have to do this. Who else will do? Will my mom, dad will do it? No one will do it. You have to prove yourself.
That is so amazing. So that is really amazing. And with that, we've come to the end of our interview, unfortunately. But before we say goodbyes, we have a small activity planned for you. In that activity, because of we believe in spreading love and positivity, what we request you to do is, make a call or send a message to anybody that it can be anybody, and just let them know that they are really amazing and that you miss them and you look forward to catching up or even catching up virtually once things get a bit better. So that would be one
Yeah.
small activity that we'll request you to do. It can be anybody. You just have to, pick up your phone and either make a call or just send a message. Or you can also do one more thing. You can also give out the message here on the interview. So if you say it on camera, we'll be putting it up.
So let's say like I really what I can say I really miss my, let's say I can do it for, let's say like for me, my work and my family is everything. So I would like to relate this thing to for my mom. And let's say like in this pandemic, no one can travel anywhere and things are very bad. They can't come, we can't go. I know things are going better, but I want the thing to be more better to have a safety with my family. Let's say like if they're traveling because of me, they should not get it. So definitely if things get better, I would like to meet my mom and dad. I would like to spend time, let's say no work, nothing, up to some 1 week or somewhere in outskirt. And definitely I would like to stay with my mom and dad and spend a quality time with them.
That is
Yeah.
really, really amazing. And with that, we've come to the end of our interview. That was the really, really amazing Mr. Ashish Aman for you guys. And anything that you want to say to our viewers, one small message or anything, just before we say goodbyes?
World is very big and world is very small also at the same time. What I can say, when you believe in yourself, let's say like when you believe, when you are doing something, if that is your passion, either sports or anything, keep believing that thing, either sports, technology, anything, business, anything, whatever you are doing, whatever is your passion, follow that and try to make it as your career. And let's say like how that can solve real time problems, how I made it. So I was flying drones. I got into, okay, drone can detect things, drone can do this, how I can solve problems of different industry, and I jumped in. This is what I would request to everyone, like whoever is your viewers, propagate a message through me. Let's say keep believing in your dreams, passion, and keep working hard. That's how successful people grow in their life. And you don't have to run behind money. Keep looking out for new things that will keep making some sort of funds, and definitely you will be richer by your ideas, not by money, I can say.
That is.
So keep believing yourself, your dreams, your ideas, and that will make you richer too. You don't have to run behind money. मुझे इतना कमा लेना, उतना कमा. Don't run behind money. Run behind your ideas. Solve real-time problems. You'll get into it. Definitely.
That is really lovely. And that was the amazing Ashish Aman for you guys. Thank you so much, sir,